Hello and welcome back to the Garnet Sports Show. I'm Victor Brady, and today we have a Coach's Corner, as we're joined by the new men's basketball head coach at Swarthmore College, Landry Kosmalski. Landry, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Vic.
So you're applying to this position here last year. What did you see as really appealing to both getting to work here at Swarthmore College and then the men's basketball position specifically here?
Well, first thing was it's very similar to Davidson, where I had a good experience as a student athlete and as a coach. And then it's a small liberal arts college, and I really believe in the liberal arts education, having gone through it myself. So that on paper were the things that drew me and made me research the school more. But then getting up here and go through the interview process and meeting everyone on campus, meeting the players, just saw that it was a very special place, and it's unique in certain ways. Very similar to Davidson, but very different in others, all in good ways.
So you had the chance to meet with some of the players during that interview process, and now here in the first 5-6 weeks of classes, getting the chance to sit down with the players and watch game film from last year. What do you see as some of the biggest strengths with this team and maybe some of the challenges as well to build off the season last year?
Well, the first strength I think is just talking to the guys, which is all we've done so far. Haven't had a chance to work with them on the court, is seeing that they're very focused guys. I think very passionate and intense about basketball and about being a part of this team, which is good. We'll know more when we get on the court, of course, but that's a good sign that it seems like there's a lot of care. So I think that's the first strength, as a coach. That's something to be happy about. From watching film, I see last year we've got a very good level of talent, in my opinion. I think we shoot the ball really well, and I think we have a lot of depth. So, we'll know more again. If we talk in 3 weeks, it might be a little different. But right now, I think going into the season, those are some really good strengths of ours.
And already in the first couple of weeks after you took the position and started in the summer, you were out recruiting and even now into the fall as well. So what's sort of the pitch about Swarthmore that you try to sell to recruits? Why should they come here to Swarthmore and play basketball?
The pitch, I've gone through it about 200 times now, so it's pretty standard. I think the pitch is this is one of the best schools in the country. And if you do want to get a good education, you can't do any better than Swarthmore. So if you're serious about your education, you should come here. Or at least give us a long look. The second part of that, though, is, and what I say is I think why we've had success at Davidson, if I had to put it in a nutshell, would be that we find guys that are passionate about academics and basketball. Because the academics here are going to ask a lot of you. You're going to be tired, you're going to be distracted, but you still have to come down to the gym and you have to work hard. And when you're passionate, you love it, that's easier to do. So we want to identify the right guys that can do that embrace the academics and want to come get a good education, but also want to do the tough stuff on the court, the physical, mental grind that is basketball sometimes.
And of course, one of your great finds while you were still at Davidson was Steph Curry, who helped lead the team to the 2008 Elite Eight. Now, you weren't there coaching with Davidson at that time, but you had the chance to make an NCAA tournament both as a player and then last year as an assistant coach. What was that experience like, getting to go to the big dance, the pinnacle of collegiate basketball?
Yeah, well, first off, I have to say I don't want to take credit for finding Steph. It was more, Steph was down the road from us, only 20 minutes from Davidson, playing out at Charlotte Christian, and we all went down and saw him. So I saw him play in high school a few times and saw him play in AAU. And we all thought he was pretty special. I mean, to say at that time we thought he'd be in the NBA would be lying, but he was definitely someone that was being overlooked because he had a certain level of a talent level, but also a unique confidence, which I think is why you see he's the 7th pick in the draft and is doing so well. But then, as far as being part of Davidson, being in the tournament, and I went to the tournament also as a player and as a coach. It's a pretty unique experience, pretty special experience, and I think it's just something, again, as I mentioned earlier, we kind of just put the pieces in place where we had the right kind of work ethic, the right kind of team attitude, and Coach McKillop, brings that all together. He's a master at that, and when you do all that stuff, you have that sustained success that we've had there.
Well, Coach Kosmalski and the Swarthmore Garnet, they'll take the floor for the first time on November 16th against Roanoke over at Haverford as part of the Equinox Classic. Coach, thank you so much, and good luck with the start of practice in the season.
Thanks for having me, Vic.